Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Since the loss of the topside momentum, the Australian dollar now posts its fourth bearish consecutive day and closer to the 60-day moving average, which is seen at 69.60. It is assessed that the market should continue its bearishness and hold to the target that was recently challenged not so long ago at 69 cents. Later today, the RBA Governor, Lowy, is due to deliver a speech on inflationary targeting and also economic welfare. It is assessed that he will probably try and stay clear of any monetary policy comments. Still, from a technical point, the market is breaking down and there is a marriage between the RSI and the MACD. So therefore, any advances should find resistance around 70.15 on the day. The euro continues to decline and now looking further to the challenge, either at 110.90 or lower to 110.0520. The market is now focusing back on the ECB, with President Mario Draghi moving back into the spotlight as we now prepare for tonight's rate decision. With the FOMC rate cut almost inevitable at the end of next week, it has been reported that the ECB will execute its own easing, with the possibility that the ECB could move as early as tonight. However, the European Central Bank has shifted somewhat towards an easier monetary policy and is widely expected to at least give some groundwork for an interest rate cut or possibly further action later this year. As I mentioned, the market has now factored in that the US Fed will make reductions of around 25 basis points at the end of this month. That would put the federal funds rate at 2% to 2.25. There is also talk of another cut from the Fed in the US in September. From a technical point, though, the US dollar index did post a fresh high of 97.50 and therefore has given us further downside pressure. Dollar yen still a little bit mixed, as it now hesitates to challenge the level of 108.45.55. Still, we should not discount at least one more challenge to the upside, and if we see a break, would give us opportunity to shorten the market, as the MACD isn't fully convinced of a further strong, that is, move up, but still we could see at least one more challenge and see if the market can take out that top side around 108.45 to 55. It is interesting to see that the pound still remains relatively weak overall, though, but it did stage a slight rebound after Boris Johnson, the newly appointed Prime Minister, said that we're going out from the EU divorce on the 31st of October. No ifs or buts. Speaking outside 10 Downing Street, Prime Minister Johnson said that he looks to change the country for the better, and he said that while no deal exit from the EU was a remote possibility, it was necessary to prepare for one. He also went on and commented to publish plans to reform social care and so on and so forth. But from a technical point, the base is holding at 123.57t, that is, quite comfortably, and we do need to see a break above the top side of around 125.50.70 to support a bullish outcome, but it doesn't look like that's in favor due to the technical outlook. Gold still holding above that support zone seen around 1,395 to 1,415. It did stage a slight rebound, and no doubt with the outlook still holding for a rate cut, could see possible upside tests. It was noted earlier this morning that 2 missiles were fired from North Korea, but no more details on that as of yet. So risk haven or geopolitical political risk is still out there. On the day, we could see a move up to 26, but the cap still holds around 1,433 to 35. Well, after giving a very strong 1.65% gains in oil, it wiped it overnight and plummets to 1.5% to back to the bottom side of the range. We're still locked in a 54 to 58 range, but I still believe the market will stage a further move to the upside. But keep an eye on this bearish outside range day, because if we do see a move beneath the level that comes in roughly around 55.5, could put a little bit more stress on the support at $54. Well, that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and as always, look out for the intraday report. I hope you enjoyed the great start to the new day.